Hello, I'm Umbreon Libris, and this is my Pokemon Legends Adventure Journal. Day 4 was definitely less eventful than any of the previous days, even though I got several hours of game time in. Even though as soon as I started playing on day 4, I already was allowed to go to a completely new part of the map, I decided to instead spend some time going back and exploring more thoroughly the Obsidian Fieldlands. So I did a lot of research, I caught a lot of Pokemon, I completed a lot of requests from people in town, I finally figured out how to use the growing fields. I also caught myself an Alpha Shinx, and I was very excited to run around with an oversized Luxio on my team. I'm looking forward to when that evolves into a Luxray, but it's not quite there yet. I actually had several alpha encounters today, but the one that I'm proudest of is an alpha Alakazam that I found on the way to Lake Verity. It was level 60, but I still managed to win because it only had attacking moves that were psychic type. So all I had to do was send out my level 25 Umbreon. It was immune to anything that the Alakazam could throw at it, and so I just had to wait out Alakazam using up its recovers, and then it was easy. So that felt pretty exciting, my level 25 Umbreon defeating a level 60 Alpha Alakazam. We gained a ton of experience, and I actually went back a little bit later when I was raising some other Pokemon and tried it again. And I did manage to defeat the Alakazam again, but before that happened, while I was looking for the Alakazam, I ran into a space-time distortion field. This was very interesting. I don't really know what is going on, like what is causing it, but stronger Pokemon, much more aggressive Pokemon. I had a lot of trouble catching Pokemon in there because they kept spotting me. I saw an Ursaring, I saw an Eevee, tried to catch both of those, didn't work out. I battled an Alpha Gengar in there, did take a loss on that one, but did manage to win as well despite the level disadvantage. But eventually it was time for me to finally move on and actually go to the Crimson Mirelands. But again, I spent a lot of time there just exploring, just catching new Pokemon. I was raising my Stantler and my Ponyta because they were behind the levels of the rest of my main team members. I actually got in a 3v1 battle. Thankfully, one of the opponents ran away, so it ended up only being a 2v1, but still, that was scary, and I guess triple battles are back. But it was starting to get late, and I did want to accomplish some real story things, so finally, it was time for me to head back, report my research, earn my 4th star. I actually earned my 3rd star on day 3, but I forgot to include that in my video. But anyway, 4th star, and then back to the Crimson Mirelands I went to go explore the Solation Ruins. I'm finding it quite interesting the way that the Diamond and Pearl clans don't seem to be okay with the idea of putting Pokemon in balls. So I'm kind of curious where that practice comes from. I'm guessing it comes from, the Kanto and the Johto regions, from mainland Japan, essentially. Maybe it comes from Europe. Maybe it comes from, the Galar regions. But I find it interesting. That kind of interplay, that kind of cultural conflict, I'm finding quite interesting. The Diamond Clan at least seems to be okay with battling, but I definitely paid attention when Kalaba referred to Pokemon battles, or at least to my encounter with Cleavor, as bullying. Makes me think that the Pearl Clan is maybe not as okay with battling, or at least that Kalaba herself isn't. But even though Kalaba wasn't having any of my help, I did get the hint from Volo to go after the Misfortunes. Great name. Turned out to be a relatively simple battle, just one Psy-Shield strike, that's the name of the move, right? From my Stantler was enough to KO the Toxicroak, and that was it. I was really hoping to battle all 3 of them, even if it was one at a time and not like a 3v1 battle, but maybe that'll happen later. I'm hoping that these characters show up again, it's not a one-off thing. So finally, Kalaba did let me help her with Ursuluna. Now, as soon as I heard this name, and knowing already that Ursaring was in the game, I assumed that Ursaluna was the Cleavor, the Wordeer for Ursaring. So when it showed up, it wasn't that surprising, but it was still really exciting because I've always liked Ursaring. It was just never that much of a standout Pokemon. I mean, I used one before in crystal teams and things like that, but it's just a high attack normal type. So it just never really had something to make it stand out. And this evolution, I'm guessing, is definitely that. I think it's really cool how it goes from being a biped to being a quadruped. That's really cool. Not a lot of Pokemon do that, so it's nice to see that. And this is the powerful grizzly bear Pokemon that we never had. I look forward to being able to try out using an Ursuluna on my own team at some point. But for now, at least, I'm already happy that so far confirming that these special Pokemon are ride Pokemon. I don't have Cleavor as a Pokemon that I can call in, so I'm not sure if that is going to happen later or if Cleavor is only a boss Pokemon, but at least Wordeer and Ursaluna confirmed are Pokemon that you can ride, and they have, I guess, different modes of riding, different styles, similar to the ride Pokemon of Alola. So yeah, day 4 was a relatively quiet day. We'll see how much I get through on day 5, but I'm not gonna have that much playtime, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.